Hey guys, today I'm talking to you as Justin. Um, Wanted to go over my mental state a little bit today. I don't know how long this video is going to be, so just bear with me. I've noticed I've been reverting back to my old self, which to some that could be good, to others that could be bad. Just depends on your stance on things, I guess. I view it as either good or bad as well, so I don't really have oh yeah, this is definitely turning into something good, or no, this is turning into something bad. It's just where I see it as good is I am able to write a bit more or do things that I used to do that I used to enjoy a lot. Whereas it's bad because I am becoming more of an extrovert and I am not talking as much. I'm not socializing as much as I should. I am avoiding any kind of way that any kind of way that makes me talk. So that even means YouTube. I found myself not as motivated to do YouTube because I'm reverting back to my old self where I was really shy and just didn't talk to anybody. Like I didn't even talk to my family or friends or anybody like that. Like unless if I absolutely had to. I don't necessarily voice my opinion, which I haven't been doing that as much here recently either. I I don't know if this is good or bad. I don't know what this is called. I don't know what kind of episode this is called, if it's an episode at all. It could be the fact that I was in psychosis for so long that I am just now coming out of psychosis. That's a very possible thing. Um, I noticed this started happening probably a week or two ago now, where this change has started to at least affect my life. Um, it's possible that I was changing back to my old self before this time, but I only noticed it started to affect my life in the last week or two. So some of the things that come along with being my old self is paranoia. I used to be a very, very paranoid person. Um, I would make sure the doors were locked. I would always be constantly looking out the window. I'd be always asking what was going on or what was happening, and I catch myself doing that all the time now, and I really don't like it. I don't know how to stop it other than trying really hard to pay attention to when I do it and just not do it. But even then, that's hard because I catch myself doing it without even realizing I'm doing it until after it's already been said or done or something like that. So, paranoia is back for sure. The good thing is that I'm able to write more than what I used to, and for those who don't know, I used to really love to write. Writing was my outlet there for a while. A lot of people have games or music or whatever. Mine was writing and listening to music, not gaming and listening to music. It was writing and listening to music, and I don't even like to read. So that was always a really strange thing was the fact that I love to write, but I can't read. I can read, it's just I don't like to read. So with all of this being said, I'm not 100% sure what's going on. I don't know how long this is going to last, if it'll last. If it does last, I'm going to try and combat the shyness, or not necessarily shyness, but the fact that I don't want to talk. Um, it's not really that I'm shy anymore, it's that I don't want to talk. I don't want to give my opinion, I don't want to give my thoughts, I don't want to do any of that anymore. And it's not that I don't want to do it anymore. It's that I can't bring myself to do it out of fear of something bad happening. Um, that again goes with paranoia, and I'm sure there's a lot of other stuff that's been going on with me as well that I just haven't really realized. But outside of me becoming my old self again, um, I think a lot of that has to do with me not working. And that's why I do think it might be the fact that I'm not in psychosis anymore, I'm coming out of psychosis, is because back before I was diagnosed with schizophrenia or schizoaffective disorder, I was the way I am turning into now, and then I met my ex, then I was later diagnosed with schizoaffective disorder, and then from there, I've never felt the same after that moment of my life. After meeting my ex, I've not felt the same ever before. So I am not sure if this is good or bad again. I'm thinking of it more as a good thing than a bad thing right now, just because if you look at things in light, then you see things in light. But if you look at things in the dark, then you're not going to see what's truly there until you see something that's in the light. Um, I don't know what this means in terms of my YouTube channel. I do plan on doing uploads every day still, but it's been a struggle for me right now, so just bear with me. I didn't upload a video until what, like 6 today, which is a lot later than I usually upload. Um, and I almost didn't even upload one at that time because I didn't really want to give my thoughts on anything today, but I felt like I needed to, and I did, and I'm glad I did because I do need to keep up with the YouTube channel, and I do need to continue my dream and try to make this more of a reality than what it's already becoming. So, I do apologize to you guys if my videos are later than usual. If I don't upload that day, which I don't see happening, I do want to try really hard to do the daily uploads still. I'm just letting you guys know what's been going on with me and why things have been a little sporadic for me. Um, that's really all I can think of right now. I do plan on learning a couple of new things because when I was younger and before I was diagnosed with schizoaffective disorder, I loved to learn. I absolutely loved to learn, and then that just went away. I didn't want to learn anymore. Playing the piano, I didn't want to play the piano anymore, and I find myself playing the piano more and more today. Or not today, but more and more often than I used to. I've been playing it almost every day for the past 2 or 3 weeks, and before this, all of this even started happening, I didn't even touch the piano. But it's kind of nice because I find myself being able to play songs that I used to be able to play years ago. I still remember those, and that means a lot to me because if I couldn't remember those, then I probably wouldn't be getting back into the piano as much as I am. Um, and I've also been trying to learn new songs and stuff like that. I've been trying to make my own songs now, which I've shown you some on FL Studio. Um, but yeah, that's basically what's been going on with me for the most part. Again, I'm not sure why I am reverting back to the quietness part of myself when I have a YouTube channel that I have to keep up on. That's about the only thing that really bothers me. I'll probably be talking to my doctor about this, seeing if she thinks maybe I was in psychosis for just that long, because I've been told that if you're in psychosis for longer than 6 months at a time, that's when you are diagnosed with schizophrenia usually, and I'm schizoaffective, so that means I was in psychosis for at least 6 months, which leads me to believe that I've been in psychosis for the past like 5 or 6 years. which is very possible because there are some people who don't ever get out of psychosis. So I'm thankful for this change more than I oppress it. Um, I am looking forward to this change. I keep seeing what are called angel numbers, which is, I know this is going to sound bad. Angel numbers are numbers that hold meaning and like spiritual meaning and stuff like that. Like if you see a blue jay or something like that, it means to have faith or have hope or something like that. I think it means to have faith. Um, and I've been seeing a lot of stuff like that, a lot of spiritual signs, which I know this sounds bad because I am schizoaffective and it's gonna just make me sound really crazy, but I've been seeing a lot of 444 a lot, which means new beginnings or a new chapter in life. And this is literally a new chapter in life for me. You know what I mean? Like, I quit my job. I lost a couple of friends that I probably should have lost. Not to make it sound mean or anything like that, but nothing against them. It's just they weren't friends I had in my life at the time I wasn't in psychosis. You know, I'd been friends with them ever since I'd been in psychosis. So, if that's what was going on. So, what that means is if I was to continue to be friends with them, I probably wouldn't be getting out of psychosis if that's what's happening. Um, so, we'll see what my doctor says. Um, I I feel like my train of thought's been a lot better recently, like a lot better. And part of psychosis is loss of train of thought. Um, I know I keep saying that a lot too, and I don't necessarily mean to. It's just a filler word for me, basically, I guess. But everybody's got filler words at some point, you know? Just everybody's got filler words. So, yeah, I believe I lost some friends that I needed to lose. I, like everything's falling into place, you know? Like, my YouTube channel's doing better, my personality is changing again. Like, I don't feel like I'm in psychosis anymore, or I, don't feel as stressed. I don't, you know what I mean? It's just a new chapter in life is literally happening for me. So, where people may view me as being crazy or unreasonable or not logical, to me, it's very logical and reasonable because it's literally happening to me. Um, Now, I know a lot of people are going to be like, well, that's just what you think's happening or and stuff like that, but when you actually sit back and look at the grand scheme of things, it's literally happening. So I believe in angel numbers very, like, to the core. 420 is one that I'll never forget because it means to show support to friends and family. And as I was going through hard times and my family was going through hard times with the loss of my grandma, I was seeing 420 almost daily. And then once everybody got better and we know we moved on and things just fell back into place, I stopped seeing 420 a lot. So these angel numbers mean a lot to me because I actually do see the meaning in them. You know, it's not like, oh, well, I see this number and I'm gonna find any excuse I can to make this number, this meaning come true. It's literally coming true as I see the numbers. So it's kind of hard to explain that to people who don't understand. Um, but that's okay. Um, I do believe that'll be all though, so thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your night.